And so we're now tracking the entire thing. So now we go look at the rating, and this is worth 5 points. So let's see. Indicating the collision of the ball is an inelastic collision. So we've described a loss of kinetic energy, but we didn't identify it as inelastic during impact. So probably the best way to have done that would have been to have a parentheses, energy during impact. We could put inelastic collision. So we've described it being inelastic. We didn't use the word inelastic. Point is earned for indicating the momentum of the ball immediately before the bounce is not the same as after, which we did. Now, of course, we've added the first one now. We did mention that the momentum and the energy is not the same before. Both of these changes result in a smaller velocity after the impact, because kinetic energy is transformed during the impact and momentum being transferred to the earth, result in smaller velocity of the impact than before. And we might even go further to say, and thus lesser kinetic energy and momentum. So we're being very clear to add that. Point is earned for stating the mechanical energy is converted into non-mechanical energy. We said that clearly. We've got it in our diagram. We mention it specifically. Non-mechanical energy. For logical, relevant, internally consistent argument that addresses the required argument and follows the guidelines. So let's take a look. Gravitational potential energy converted to kinetic energy. During the bounce, mechanical energy is converted to non-mechanical, which decreases the kinetic energy and momentum, we said. The collision is inelastic, and the total momentum of the ball decreases since some of the momentum was transferred to the ground. With less kinetic energy, there's not enough boom. So we mentioned all of that there. And we wanted to make sure we were referencing this claim in here that H2 is less than H1. So there's a lot of moving pieces here, and you can see it's important for us to really flesh out the ideas beforehand, double check with what they're asking for in the question, and then make sure and devise answers, ways to put that all in. All right. It may be even necessary after writing our answer to go back and add these parenthetical comments. Of course, we don't have the answer key ahead of time, but it's after we've answered it and maybe moved on, or after we're rereading it, we might realize what's more correct terminology we could put in here. How can we make sure this is clearer? And that's how we answer 2B.